Y'all better keep y'all goddamn hands off them babies. Because if y'all don't, Ghetto Waves gonna find you. Lead investigator Johnny Domino gonna be right there, all up in your ass, coming to get you.
Johnny Domino, I'm out here at the Louisiana School for the Deaf and School of Visually Impaired. What you're about to see on this news article is going to disturb you. Viewer discretion is advised. Basically, you ain't gonna like this shit.
A phone call from someone stating that it was an incident that happened to my child that I wasn't informed about, but from the principal. And the incident was a person stated to me that she overheard my child screaming to the top of her lungs. So when she pulled my child to the side and asked her what's going on, my child told her in sign language that her teacher, and stated her teacher name, and said that her teacher was beating her upside her head. The school never notified me. No one called me about this incident. It wasn't until after Christmas that I was informed about it and it being happened. I then came to the school to see what's going on with my child and also to pull my child away from the school. And ever since that incident happened, when I left from the school, I didn't get no phone call, no up to date about what's going on with the teacher that put her hand on my child. I wasn't told anything after that. It's like the situation was just swept under the rug.
What did you see that was really wrong at the school, and what were people doing about it?
I was sitting in the library and I heard a child screaming. Screams were something of somebody being tortured, like if their skin was being peeled. So I immediately got up and went checked. And I saw a teacher and a student, and they were both like sweaty. She looked nervous. The baby was still crying. And I said, "Is everything okay?" And she kind of was just like, "Yeah," and pulled the girl in the classroom. So the next day, I went into that classroom to get a signature from her, something that I normally do. And the baby ran to me and said, hit, hurt, hit, hurt. Cried and I cried and I cried. And she signed it to me about 7 or 8 times. It's a deaf school, so a lot of people didn't hear the screams. I immediately went to the office and I asked the secretary to come with me while I made the report, because I had trust issues. I had made reports before and nothing happened. So every time I make a report, I try to either bring somebody with me or have multiple people in the room so the account can be accurately given. So we went and made the report. I told her what happened, and I also told her, I said, you need to make sure that you follow protocol and that you report this. And I said, I'm gonna give you time to handle it. You are the director. I said, but if you don't, I will.
The validity and the seriousness of it, do you that what's being said here is really real?
Obviously, as an officer of the court, as someone who has a license, who has a duty to investigate all things before things or complaints are filed, I have a duty to investigate and infer or to confirm as much as I can whether or not these allegations are true. As the young lady who's there with you, I've met with her numerous times, and I can tell you that the allegations have not changed one bit.
Although we only talk about this one particular story, Ms. Hillary Hall Robinson also told me about other alleged stories that are, if not just as bad, they're even worse. This is Johnny Domino with news you can use from a source you can trust, GW1.